Do you ever feel like no matter how much you work, all of your money seems to disappear at the end of the month? If so, be careful, because you may be trapped in a dangerous trap that wealthy people set for the middle class, which is called the middle class trap. Once you fall into this trap, no matter how hard you work or how much money you earn, you will likely stay in the middle class for the rest of your life. But today, this video will open your eyes. In this video, we will learn exactly how wealthy people create these vicious traps and how we can use our own intelligence to avoid them. So let's get started. Trap 1, the EMI trap. One of the biggest dreams of the middle class is to own their own home and car. But the cost of these things is often out of reach for middle-class people with their monthly income. Wealthy people know this, and that's why they create the EMI trap. When a middle-class person with an empty pocket dreams of buying a house worth 25 lakh rupees, a wealthy person comes along and says, "Don't worry, there's an EMI option. Just pay me 20,000 rupees from your monthly salary of 30,000 rupees for the next 30 years, and I'll help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Plus, you'll get tax benefits and forced savings. Just keep working hard for the rest of your life to pay me the money every month." At this point, most middle-class people choose the dream over their freedom, and they get trapped in this trap in a very bad way. So how can you avoid this trap? The answer is to not rush into buying your dreams right away. Instead, save up your money and invest it in different assets. And in the future, you can use your own money to fulfill your dreams. If you're already stuck in this trap, the best thing to do is to pay off the loan as soon as possible and get out of the hands of the lender. Trap 2, the comfort zone trap. After graduating, most of us have two options when it comes to entering the workforce: work for a wealthy person's company or start our own business. If you choose the option of starting your own business, you will have to face 1,000 challenges. One of the biggest challenges is that you will have to compete with wealthy people who are already established in your industry. For example, let's say you open a Momo stall. To open a small Momo stall, you will need to spend money on things like rent, legal fees, and licensing. Now, imagine that Wow Momo opens a stall just nearby your stall. Wow Momo has a much larger budget for things like management, marketing, and packaging. This doesn't mean that your Momos won't sell. If your Momos are delicious, they will definitely sell. However, to compete with Wow Momo and become successful in the Momo business, you will need to work hard, be dedicated, and be willing to take risks. On the other hand, if you choose to work for a wealthy person's company instead of opening your own business, you will be able to earn a stable income with much less risk. However, you will also be stuck in your comfort zone. Your income will be limited, and you will never be able to break out of the middle class. So how can you avoid this trap? The answer is to not be comfortable in your comfort zone. Reduce your expenses as much as possible, invest your money, and build different assets that can generate passive income. When your passive income is more than your monthly salary, you will be able to break out of your comfort zone and pursue your dreams. Trap 3, the lifestyle trap. When we start earning money, we also start spending it freely. Rich people use advertisements to brainwash us into thinking that we need expensive things. Even people with a monthly income of 30,000 rupees start using a mobile phone worth 1 lakh rupees. As our income increases, we fall into the trap of marketing and advertising. We start spending money on unnecessary things just to keep up with the latest trends. And this is how the middle class gets trapped. They work hard for a rich person all month, and the money they earn goes to another rich person to maintain their lifestyle. So, how do we escape this trap? The answer is minimalism. That means not buying anything that we don't need or that we don't use regularly. This will help us save as much money as possible, which we can then invest in different assets to escape the middle-class trap as soon as possible. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. More wisdom, more solution, better life.